creative filmmakers. Meeting Eddie catch you kwame answer. Na send you see kind promo no mu. Yebesua ade afa Adobe softwares for editing. But we are starting with Adobe Premiere Pro, the interface or the introduction to Adobe Premiere Pro. Let me acknowledge my proudly sponsors, Key Multimedia and Sunshine Catering Services. And a big thank you to my camera operator, Wazi, who is operating me today. So without wasting much time, let's get into it. Okay, so my PC, and I have my PC here, and I have my Adobe Premiere Pro installed on it. So first of all, launch of sorry for typing mistake, Adobe Premiere Pro. You know, my launch me Adobe Premiere Pro. All right, so here we go. For the first time I will be using the head and a bear when you saw online, and anything na K tutorial or how to see about show. I very simple at the amount. It is social man. This is my Adobe Premiere Pro. But note before I am using CC 2019 version. It is a we use different version now, but it's the same. So provided say a CC and above there, the same settings and the same interface. Okay, so when you launch Adobe Premiere Pro now, first of all, a interface be the same. Okay, so this is the new interface of the Adobe Premiere Pro. So here we have new project. Okay, so here we go. Me renaming my new project now as day one. Day one. Okay, so this is the location whereby my project are being saved. All right, so it's already set to what project and PR based on what you are working on. Okay, but other settings need the obey because a CC creative crowd. Am I a BBR? Okay, so here we go. Okay, and in this interface, you have 4-chambered Adobe Premiere Pro, 4-chambered Adobe Premiere Pro. It is also first one a project panel. We have project panel here. Inside the project panel, I now be all your imported files and also all your created bins. Okay, so I have my media files or media browser tool here. Now be at the left corner of your software. And as I walk top we have effect control. This is where all effects applied inside the timeline are being manipulated. At the same time, you have effect, that is the FX. And then our left top corner of the software. You have lumetri scopes, you have source monitor, then we have audio clip mixer. This is chamber one. Going to the second chamber or the third chamber, because we have already talked about the project panel. Into the third one now, we have the program monitor. This is where all clips being worked on inside the timeline are shown. It is a maybe our timeline be a show our program monitor. Okay, you know, 4-chambered Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm using based on one experience with the software. You cannot set it based on how you want it. Good. It's maybe a 4 because a basic I starting. It's in a 4. Okay. So we have the program monitor. Medical as a program monitor. You may be here inside the timeline. About appear a program monitor. Okay. So let's go to the timeline. What is the timeline? And what is the use of the timeline? Yena is a time. Time means like duration or something. Okay, it is a human preview a program monitor and now baby I working on a source monitor there, which means the show our program monitor so it should be at where the timeline automatically or say about me say I did be a show program monitor be our timeline because it is easy as you my screen so nothing is shown inside the program monitor. Nothing is shown. Why? Because yɛmfa biribiara into timeline. Good. So this is the interface of Adobe Premiere Pro. This is the interface of Adobe Premiere Pro. So, question BR, let me see your questions under the comment section or YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, so we have our source monitor here, program monitor, project panel, in the timeline. And ABR baby say inside the hand if tools panel. The tools panel. Tools are yɛde bɛyɛ adwuma no ɛna ɛwɔ later on yɛbɛ ɛkɔ ɛno nso so. Okay, so you may ask say if I want to start a new project or a new worksheet, how do I go by it? Okay, so you launch your Adobe Premiere Pro. All right, so starting a new worksheet. All right, so here you go. Meanwhile, yɛntumi mfa hwee mmɛto timeline no mu ɛno nti na biribiara ɛnni program monitor no sɛnea wohwɛ ase na ɛsi tie wɔ ha no biribiara ɛnnim because it's what MC inside the timeline nti yɛbɛ import adeɛ. Import ɛyɛ den, yɛka sɛ import adeɛ a ɛyɛ den, bringing a file from outside of the software inside the software. Sɛ ɛyɛ audio, pictures, video, anything being what supported file. Files be on my Adobe Premiere Pro, but also unsupported. In this case, you have to change the format of the file. Okay. Until you import it Adobe anything about Premiere Pro no more. So in this case, I'm here to import this picture. Okay. Any imported file, where does it locate? Any na echo project panel. Imported BBI project panel. Okay, so what about the bin? Bin and also and also called project panel. You may ask say na add na enko media browser. Media browser a honum na o disks and answer or hard drives a one machine a honum na. So if you don't want to import it direct, you can go to your media browser and import it from there. All right. So you have this picture here. Double click will move it to the source monitor. What is the source monitor? Source monitor no, and only a preview monitor. Economy a preview adeɛ bi ansa na yɛde aba the timeline. Na timeline also no portray to the program monitor. So I'll bring it inside my timeline automatically to create a new worksheet. This is step one. Where is step one? I'll be first with creating new worksheet. Difference is when say when the worksheet it will be based on at the corner of the two. It is your program monitor and the sequence settings of the particular picture being imported. But say you create a sequence there, you best setting it based on the area, which is the 1080 by 1920 pixels. Okay, so this is step one. Let's go to the step two. File, new, and sequence. The shortcut is Ctrl+N. All right. So we have this sequence panel here. You can choose any sequence that you like based on the footage that you have been worked on. Okay, so I'll rename my sequence to start. Sorry, start. Okay, press OK. Okay, nti wobɛhu sɛ ɛbɛshow ɛwɔ timeline no mu. Ɛno na white ɛbɛda aseɛ no as what the start, which is our new sequence. So the difference is picture na yɛde bae no, it will give you the sequence settings of that particular picture, and wankasa wokɔ setting by manual and also bɛma different format of your sequence, which is the 1080 by 1920. Sɛnea mede kan no sɛ wonya understanding no yie a na wama mahu ɛwɔ comment section no mu ɛwɔ YouTube channel no ɛso. Okay, so let's continue. So we have our program monitor here. I didn't think the program monitor is why black because you import BBR and free program project panel and timeline no mu. Because BB biara a ɛwɔ timeline no mu no ɛno na ɛbɛshow ɛwɔ program monitor no so. Okay. So let's try and import something to all right. So there will be a prompt that this clip does not match the sequence settings. Change sequence to match the clip settings is a question. So you have to go with what keep existing settings to keep our sequence settings. Okay. So in this case, it's when we say yenya baby inside the program monitor. Why? Because you are importing at the aba timeline. All right. You import at the aba timeline and anything yenya baby or your program monitor. All right. But in this case, see your previous one now, we didn't import anything. We just created it direct from the footage. Into my sequence of the particular picture. It is a a picture no, I small size and I have also there no, I big size, which is the default settings 1080 by 1920 pixels. All right. So let's go for a quick break. We'll be right back. We have our timeline here. It's creating 2 new sequences. But note before say first one you create here and you're importing it direct to the timeline. Then one person creating the sequence settings. But second one you can create sequence settings. Okay, so this is only picture. It is a bar. You and I ain't any audio preview there or I say. Alright, so let's try and import audio visual, which is both video and audio. Alright, so I'll import this footage that I shot some months ago about a project. Right. Okay. So as I said earlier on, you go to file, how to create a new sequence. Should have done it this way rather. Creating a new sequence. All right. So go to file, new, and sequence. So renaming that to on let's leave it like that. Sequence 3. Mede kan say source monitor when you preview your videos and pictures. Don't move a file from the project panel direct to the timeline while you are doing your narrow cutting. This is the source monitor. I load it from here to the timeline. Automatically, I'm the timeline now. Baby Sam say this script does not match the sequence settings because the settings I shoot with the camera different from the settings of the sequence. So I'll keep it. Nti yɛhwɛ a yɛhu sɛ we have both video and audio. What if we want only the video? Obi bɛbisa sɛ na sɛ mepɛ video no nko nso okay, sɛ wopɛ video no nko nso there will be another video for that. But for now, we are dealing with the interface and working inside the Premiere Pro as a beginner. Okay, so we have the effect control, effect, geometry scopes, source monitor, which videos and audios are being previewed, and audio clips. Also, we have the program monitor here. Program monitor no medical said what timeline and a back program monitor. Nothing is inside the timeline. So show my BB answer and that program monitor no. Obo player, nothing will play because we have nothing inside the timeline. All right. So thanks for watching this tutorial. See you next week, same time. And a big thank you to my camera operator and editor, Wazi the Wagon. All right. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.